Are you tired of getting tapeworms from eating undercooked chicken? If you answered yes, I have a product for you. Slap It is a top of the line biotechnology that puts an enzyme in this glove that will cook your chicken in just one slap. Here's how it works. You press this button on the glove and an enzyme is secreted from the glove. Then you pick up the chicken and you slap, and voila, here you have your cooked chicken, tapeworm free.
In a world of infectious diseases and parasites, wouldn't it be nice to have a device that instantly cooks your food to the point of perfect flavor and safety? With our newest product, that can happen for you. Imagine simply smacking your raw meat and instantly cooking it. It's really that simple, just a smack. Slap It combines the science of microbiology of tapeworms with the physics of heat, along with everyone's favorite activity, smacking. No complicated processes or wait time, just smack and cook. Now those pesky tapeworms don't stand a chance.
According to safe cooking guidelines for poultry, the safe minimum internal temperature, as measured with a food thermometer, is 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 73.9 degrees Celsius. To cook the chicken thoroughly, the temperature must rise to 74 degrees Celsius from a typical room temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. The chicken has to be risen by 54 degrees Celsius. Consider 1 kilogram of chicken breast meat, and if the chicken meat is at least 50% water content, using the specific heat capacity of water, which is 1 calorie over 1 gram over 1 degree Celsius, and the energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water is 1 degree Celsius, which equals 1 calorie equaling 4.184 joules. Using the kinetic energy produced by hitting the chicken, the meat will heat the heat from the meat will be transferred. Using the kinetic energy produced by hitting the chicken, the heat transferred from the collision will be transferred to the meat. Using the kinetic energy produced by hitting the chicken, the heat from the meat will be transferred. Using the kinetic energy produced by hitting the chicken, the force will be transferred to the meat from the molecules colliding. So the energy required to safely cook 1 kilogram of chicken breast meat is 1,000 grams times 4.184 joules times 54 degrees Celsius, equaling 225.9 kilojoules. To produce that amount of energy, we need to calculate the force required by the glove and what typical distance is required to slap the chicken. For a typical person using 50 centimeters, for a typical person, the value is, for a typical person, the average of, for a typical person, the distance is 50, for the typical person, the average distance is 50 centimeters as displacement to slap the chicken with a force of 200 kilonewtons. The thermal energy produced is 200 kilonewtons times 0.5 meters, equaling 100 kilojoules. So, a person needs to slap the chicken around 225.9 kilojoules over 100 kilojoules, equaling 2.3 times, rounded 2.3 times to compensate for thermal energy loss between slaps due to the open environment.
My name is Dr. Chaz Jordan, and I am currently working as a physicist at some prestigious university. About 50% of people are infected with some type of worm. Some of these worms are located in contaminated meat, so the easiest way to get rid of the tapeworm is to cook the meat properly in the first place. I started thinking, one slap is easy enough, so how can I cook a chicken or a piece of meat in one slap? Me and my team of researchers have found a way. The Slap It product is a glove with a button on it. We designed the glove so that potential energy would already be inside of it, waiting to react. When the user presses the button, an enzyme is released and converts the potential energy into kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is then translated into thermal energy to cook a raw chicken in one slap. One strike of this heat will immediately cook the chicken to a safe internal temperature. Slap it, don't trash it.
During the same time that the executives of Chick-fil-A learned of the volume of people that were hosts for worms, they were receiving scores of ats and DMs from college students across the Southeast, all complaining that they were not able to get the Chick-fil-A that they so craved due to the long lines at their school's Chick-fil-A locations. The executives knew that in order to live up to Truett's mantra, "It would be my pleasure to serve you," something had to be done. They wondered, could one product solve both of these issues? They immediately pulled funding from the Chick-fil-A Foundation to begin discerning the solution. When looking for a scientist to lead their research, they searched for the best of the best of the best, with honors, and determined that Dr. Chaz Jordan would be the best candidate for the job. After years of meticulous work, Dr. Jordan came up with a prototype to bring to the FDA for approval. The FDA was so awestruck by the brilliance of her work that they too invested in the product. By the combined funding and brainpower, the Slap It was born.
We at Slap It want to ensure that our product works as efficiently as advertised. Slap It underwent multiple trials to guarantee it lives up to expectations. Our first testing of the Slap It was on raw chicken that was not infected with tapeworms. This was done to ensure that our product could successfully cook chicken in a controlled setting. After each trial, an adjustment was made to the amount of enzyme added to the glove so the glove would work at maximum capacity with the least amount of enzyme. We tested Slap It on 1,000 raw chicken breasts infected with tapeworms. When Slap It was used, 96% of these raw breasts were successfully rid of the tapeworm infection. During FDA trials, willing participants were giving previously infected cooked chicken breasts that were treated with Slap It. The purpose of this was to ensure that once infected chicken was safe for consumption. 99% of participants in these trials were not infected with tapeworms after eating the chicken. These trials are done periodically to further test the efficiency of our product. Because our product is used by major chain restaurants such as Chick-fil-A, it is imperative that our product is up to code.
We have so many new ideas in the works here at Slap It. CAF It, it's Slap It for Beef, sponsored by our new investor, Burger King. We have an at-home Slap It in the works that's perfect for aspiring chefs or just busy people.
You see, I'm a very busy man. I've been staying awake for 7 days straight without a wink of sleep working on a project that I've got to do. That's why Slap It's perfect for me. Because I don't got time to cook. Remember, slap it. So within a matter of seconds, the food is ready for me to eat. So remember, slap it.
You can even customize your at-home Slap It. Slap It, don't trash it.